Hello and welcome to Select 10. As the year comes to a close, there have been a number of significant new film releases in November and December 2023. Some have lived up to expectations, while others have fallen short. Nevertheless, here are a few of the most recent Hollywood action, thriller, and science fiction films that you should definitely check out. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Fast Charlie. It is a 2023 action thriller film directed by Philip Noyce. The plot revolves around Charlie Swift, who works as a mediator and assassin for a crime leader named Stan. However, after an opposing gangster named Beggar attacks Stan and his gang, Charlie is the only person to survive the unforeseen catastrophe and vows to take revenge on the deaths of his friends. Along the way, he befriends Marcy, a woman with an intriguing past, and the two of them embark on an unexpected journey that is ultimately delightful, hilarious, and action-packed. Along the way, Charlie and Marcy strive to find something the beggar is after and attempt to take down his entire enterprise. The plot uses well-known themes of crime thrillers, but it feels energetic, sharp-witted, and focused, making for a good, fun movie. Overall, the picture maintains a winning combination of humor, violence, and character, which makes Fast Charlie a straightforward joy. Don't expect anything spectacular, but it remains an entertaining watch. Number 9. Finest Kind. It is a 2023 crime thriller drama film directed by Brian Helgeland. The story centers on the journey of two siblings, Ben Foster and Toby Wallace, who grew up under different circumstances until they came together as adults over a tragic summer. The film unfolds amid the background of professional fishing, where the brothers are forced to make a deal with a vicious Boston crime organization out of desperation. Along the way, connections between brothers are tested to the breaking point, compromises are made, when a young woman named Mabel finds herself dangerously entangled in their relationship. The two main flaws are the story's meaningless motivations and poorly defined characters. While it does a decent job of building suspense, its combination of multiple concepts ultimately struggles to provide a meaningful story. Despite having a strong ensemble, the movie makes little use of them. But it's beautiful and has enough engaging elements to keep viewers interested. If you're in the mood for a standard criminal drama with a strong cast, it's worth seeing. Number 8. Thanksgiving. It is a 2023 slasher film directed by Eli Roth. The plot revolves around tragic Black Friday chaos, where an unknown murderer with a Thanksgiving theme stalks Plymouth, Massachusetts. The murderer soon begins targeting locals, and what at first appear to be senseless revenge deaths turn out to be the result of a darker, more nefarious holiday conspiracy. The primary story takes place a year after the incident, when Jessica, Gabby, Yulia, and Scuba, who are still processing what happened a year ago, inexplicably begin to receive posts on social media conveying to them that the murderer is now pursuing Jess and her friends. The narrative advances as they work to find the murderer and make it through the holidays. Despite its lighthearted tone, the film is fun, smooth, and provides a new slasher story packed with mystery, dread, tension, irony, and grisly killings. Simply put, it delivers all that one might anticipate in a quality horror movie. Number 7. Leave the World Behind. It is a 2023 apocalyptic psychological thriller film directed by Sam Esmail. This is the kind of movie that you either enjoy for its strangeness or regret for all its craziness. The narrative centers on Amanda and her spouse Clay, who hire an expensive residence for the weekend together with their children. However, G.H. Scott and his daughter Ruth, two strangers, abruptly interrupt their holiday when they show up in the middle of the night to take sanctuary in the property they say is their own, while bringing with them a word of an unexplained attack. Following this, the two families must deal with an impending catastrophe that is getting scarier by the minute and forces everybody to accept their roles in a world that is disintegrating. The premise is not straightforward, and it is not a typical post-apocalyptic film, as the narrative goes beyond the confines of the conventional post-apocalyptic genre, providing an exciting, suspenseful, and challenging experience that draws you in from beginning to end. Though this is still aimed at those who enjoy provocative stories, you can watch it for its blend of outstanding performances, creative direction, and a strange story. Number 6. Reptile. It is a 2023 crime thriller film directed by Grant Singer. The plot revolves around a woman who turns up brutally killed, and the case is investigated by Officer Tom Nichols. Meanwhile, Nichols views the woman's partner, a mortgage broker, as the main suspect. However, as the crime's details come to light, the case becomes more confusing when it seems that the woman's ex-husband may be connected to the killing. While Nichols's personal history continues to haunt him and his wife Judy, things become more complicated when hints start to lead in an unsettling direction toward individuals who are close to their lives. The film tells a gloomy story and fills a lot into a quick-paced narrative that should have been shorter because the main good part unravels in the final minutes. However, the film creates excellent suspense with unsettling settings and several plot twists during the investigation portion, which will keep many fans entertained. In the end, what might have been a terrific film experience descends to just a decent one. Nonetheless, it's a good watch that keeps you interested with its puzzling mystery. Number 5. The Shepherd. It is a 2023 sci-fi drama short film directed by Ian Softly. The movie is set on Christmas Eve and tells the story of a junior RAF captain named Freddie who, while returning home over the North Sea, runs low on fuel and gets stuck after his communications equipment and power supply fall out. But just when it seems like his chance of survival is running out, he unexpectedly finds support when he runs upon his mysterious savior, who appears out of nowhere and tries to lead him back home. The film presents an incredibly captivating, highly emotional, and well-suited story for a happy Christmas festival. It's an exciting voyage that will leave you feeling happy and cheery while simultaneously captivating the imagination with its surprises and emotions. Overall, The Shepherd is a masterfully crafted movie that shows a lot of creativity in how the tale is presented. Therefore, it is a great choice for anyone searching for an easy-to-follow but interesting movie to watch over the holiday season. Number 4. The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. It is a 2023 dystopian action film directed by Francis Lawrence. This is a prequel to the Hunger Games film series, taking place 64 years prior to the start of the first movie. The plot centers on the relationship between a young Coriolanus Snow and Lucy Gray Baird, a tribute from Hunger Games District 12, amid the 10th Hunger Games, and the circumstances that led Snow to become the cruel ruler of Panem. It all begins when Snow's livelihood is in jeopardy, and he is grudgingly tasked with being Lucy Gray Baird's mentor. However, when her infectious personality draws in the Panem crowd, Snow recognizes a chance to change their destiny and teams up with Lucy Gray to change things in their direction, as whatever he has been striving so hard for hangs in the balance. Fighting his natural tendencies toward good and evil, Snow embarks on a frantic fight for survival to find out whether he will end up a snake or a songbird. The narrative is broken up into 3 chapters, moving from the brutality of the Death Games to the formation of Coriolanus and Lucy's relationship and more. The movie is primarily about Snow, but it also explores other themes and presents a horrifying portrayal of what happens when power is mishandled. Overall, it's a compelling narrative that explores and largely resolves a number of intriguing themes, such as who invented the Hunger Games and what their true purpose is. Number 3. Leo: Bloody Sweet. It is an action thriller film directed by Lokesh Kanagaraj. The movie centers on Parthi, a local restaurant owner and wildlife protector who resides in Theog with his wife, son, and daughter. The core plot begins when an enigmatic group of criminals attacks Parthi restaurant one day, leaving Parthi angry and forced to resort to bloodshed in a desperate scenario. Following that, he is pursued by the lethal criminals Anthony and Harold, who believe him to be their arch-enemy, Leo, who is supposed to be dead. These series of incidents cast doubt on Parthi's identity as everyone around him starts to see him under suspicion, while flashbacks of Leo's past help the main tale progress, keeping you wondering and providing a good amount of suspense as Parthiban's family and other characters attempt to figure out who he really is. While there are some incredibly fantastic scenes in the movie, some of them lack realism, and the CGI was acceptable. Vijay, the main actor, is the heart and soul of the movie. His swagger and on-screen persona are going to impress you. However, Leo would be a fantastic choice if you're searching for exciting action and a solid action drama. Netflix has it available in the English language as well. Number 2. Rebel Moon, Part 1, A Child of Fire. It is a 2023 epic space sci-fi action-adventure film directed by Zack Snyder. The movie takes place in a made-up galaxy where the Motherworld, an imperial empire built on decades of invasion and conflict, rules over an agricultural colony on the Moonveld using its armed forces, the Imperium. The story starts when the planet and its inhabitants are put in danger when the cruel commander Atticus Noble arrives in Velt on a Dreadnought-class warship and causes trouble at the instructions of the Imperium's cruel governor, Belisarius. The main character of the tale is Cora, an ex-soldier for the Empire, who sets out on a mission to gather fighters from every corner of the universe in order to rebel against the Imperium prior to their coming to Velt for a battle. Shortly, a war for the destiny of a galaxy begins, and in the course of it, a new force of heroes emerges to combat the repressive government, where they face betrayal and more unexpected enemies. Like Dune or Star Wars, the movie scale is massive, but it falls short of becoming the innovative and profound sci-fi epic that many of us were hoping for. However, there are plenty of Snyder hallmark moments and elements, such as strikingly gorgeous views, action-packed scenes, a mix of vivid and gloomy tints, and slow-motion action, that will appeal to Snyder's dedicated fan base and sci-fi fans. Number 1. Killers of the Flower Moon. It is a 2023 epic Western crime drama film, directed by Martin Scorsese. The narrative revolves around an oil discovery made in the 1920s under the territory of the Osage Nation in Oklahoma, which starts a brutal phase where the tribe's individuals are killed at random until the FBI intervenes to solve the murders. The primary story revolves around Ernest Burkhart, who comes from World War II and visits his uncle William King Hale, who presents himself as an Osage ally but actually has a devious scheme that appears to be connected to the killings. The narrative picks up speed after several killings and the abduction of a private detective where the FBI, under the direction of Tom White, becomes part of the investigation. The film offers a dark and highly layered plot with a superb cast and stunning visuals that will tear out your emotions. However, the motivations of the various characters are left unclear, while the screenplay opted for a strong slow burn with unexpected shocking moments of brutality. The film is exquisitely filmed, scored, but with its intense and brutal themes, it may be difficult to see, but is nonetheless interesting. All things considered, the film is heartbreaking and compelling, showcasing both the suffering endured by the Osage Nation and the brutality, savagery, and selfishness of the murderers. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. And do subscribe our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.